How we doing?
Hey, Johnny, it's just you and me tonight.
Oh yeah,
You, me, and a special guest around 7 o'clock.
definitely.
Can you believe they left us in charge?
I don't know what they were thinking, but
I don't either.
we'll make it work.
They were not thinking. We have no chaperone, nobody to tell us what to do or when to do it.
That's what makes it good, though.
Yeah, I know. But we're gonna miss him. Anthony has a game. I really was hoping that we could get him on to hear his response about the Pirates Hall of Famers, especially
Yes.
especially Bonds.
Mm-hmm. That's big news.
It's huge. It's
know,
huge for baseball. It's huge news.
Yeah, I mean that's one step. At least in the getting
You know
somewhere.
what? Somebody. I don't know where I don't know if they were taking a shot at me or what, but no big deal. But he was like, Bonds didn't do steroids when he was with the Pirates.
Well, true. I guess you can say that.
I know, but I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. No, I mean, he was definitely a hell of a ball player. I mean, prior to that,
Yep.
and even still once he went and what became out there in San Francisco, and it's just.
Do you think? Not to cut you off, but do you think this opens the eyes of Cooperstown?
No, I don't think so. And the only reason I say that is because we kind of have the same scenario there with Pete Rose with the Cincinnati Hall of Fame. He's in there bringing honor and stuff.
Weren't things starting to turn for him? With Pete. Same thing here in Philly. Right at the time of being selected to go on our Wall of Fame. I mean, didn't more prep surface from that? And again, I don't mean to change the subject to go from Bonds to Pete, but neither are going to have a shot at Cooperstown, are they?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, because it's that era of baseball was kind of tainted there a little bit, and
well, like Kelsey, Jason Kelsey said, everybody was on steroids, even the horses.
Right. I mean, and that's that's true. It's one of those things where hey,
Mike Schmidt, is that Philly's Mike Schmidt? Hello from Florida, because that's where Schmitty lives, right?
I was just going to say that's where he's down from. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Schmidt's in Florida, Joe Stinger's in Florida, Ed O'Keefe.
Yeah.
I think Ed O'Keefe would follow us even if we weren't on.
He's a great guy.
Yep. Yep.
And I don't know. It's one of those things. It's when it's in the sports writers' hands.
Yeah. Yep.
And Bonds wasn't always the most pleasant of guys.
No, I know. I hear you.
I
hear you.
Type of thing.
Yep.
And whether it's right or wrong, I mean, it's one of those things motivation wise. Hey, some guys have to use that to get themselves motivated and play every day. And
I just I don't know, Pittsburgh. They just started this whole Hall of Fame thing.
Right.
And they've had a lot of choices, but I mean, I was happy for Manny C and Guillen, Jim Leland, who's going into Cooperstown as well. So good for them. It's going to be a great weekend out there in Pittsburgh. I believe it's in August, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that when it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in August. So good for them. You know what I mean? They're, those fans are deserving of it. They, hey, they were winners for a long time, right?
Oh yeah, I mean they were good teams. They just kept coming up a little bit short. With the Braves at that time, and but yeah, it was Sid Bream was thrown out at the plate, right? Or no, he was thrown out, right, for the Braves to win.
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
or he came in and scored the winning run.
Ref, hello from Baseball Town. Nick's in Baseball Town. Say hello to Anthony for us.
Yeah.
Say hello to Anthony. And who's in town? Binghamton. Binghamton's in town. We'll be out there Friday night.
There you go.
We'll be out there Friday night.
Fiesta Friday.
What's that?
Fiesta Friday.
Fiesta Friday it is. Yep. All right. Let's see. Let's backtrack. Fantasy baseball. You got an update for us?
Yeah, we got some moving and shaking going on here in
moving and shaking.
Yeah, we got a new leaderboard here a little bit. I mean, of course, Jen's still running away with it, and I still can't figure this one out. And I got to live with it every day. It's killing me here.
Is that why you come in grumpy?
Yeah, it's not fun every day. It's like, oh, am I? Who's winning right now? you know who's winning. Stop already. But yeah, she's winning. We had five.
Does
people.
Does she know the prizes that she has to come and work with me one day at the store?
Well, I haven't told her yet. I haven't told her yet. But
next time she gets that chip on her shoulder, just say, you know what the prize is, right?
Right. Oh yeah, exactly. I'll have to throw that out her.
She'll be getting out of school soon.
Oh yeah, she will be. Yep. Every Monday when it comes around. So did you get the new list yet? I didn't get the text yet. I'm like,
That's
all right,
great.
I'm working on it.
That's great.
But yeah, we had five people jump up into the top 20. Big Jason. He jumped up. He had the biggest jump this week. Went from out of the top 20 to the eighth spot.
Wow.
Robert Duval, he jumped up to the 11th. Ronnie the mailman, he jumped up to 17, and Tom Ballingall, I think I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. He jumped up to 19, and Mike Coyne jumped up into the top 20 as well. So.
Good.
Yeah, there was a lot of moving and shaking going on this week. Kyle Tucker's on fire for those who Astros fans. He's carrying a lot of people. And of course Ohtani's doing well, and Tyler Glass now he's having a rejuvenated career here in LA this year. I'm really surprised how much Ohtani's hitting the home runs, so far this year. Because
how many does he have now?
I think it was like 13 or 14. I think it's somewhere in that range.
All right.
But I mean, we kind of went through it last year with Harper, right? Coming back from his, same type of injury. And it took Harper a little while to get back with the home run swing. And then he got on at the end of the second half of the year. But so, yeah, I was surprised with the fast start for Ohtani. But, what are you going to do?
All right. Well,
so
the Google switch for you is still working out okay?
Yes, it is. We got that working. So hopefully everybody's tuning in, starting to have everybody go over to this fan's view page. It's pinned all at the top so we can get everybody to start using that, so I don't have to type as much and send everybody messages. They could all see all their information there. So
there you go. Hey, again, Anthony's doing his due diligence in Baseball Town, and Lauren's over at the Santana Arena. There's a big conference, and the guest speaker tonight is Brian Westbrook.
Nice.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'd probably screw it up. Young executives or something.
Okay.
I think they were expecting, 800 people to 1,000 or something. So they're always they I don't know how they do it.
Right, they're always on the move.
They're always on the move. So that's why we're down a couple, but that's okay. We'll get through it. Also, I don't want to leave out. Because we do have a special guest coming on at 7:00. 1993 Philly Tony Longmire will be joining us. So we're looking forward to some 93 stories. I'm sure he's got a couple that he can share with us.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But hey, for all my local peeps, we'll be back at Buffalo Wild Wings next Wednesday. Our guest is 1980 World Series champion Dickie Knowles. So we got a lot of baseball going on. We got a theme here.
Yep.
We got our fantasy baseball. We got 93 Phillies we're going to talk about in a little bit. 1980.
Just a prediction.
What's that?
Just a prediction. The Phillies, after today, they're going to be beating that record for the 93 team. With wins.
Yeah, hold that thought for a minute.
That'll be
going for that. I'll give you your 2 minutes. We got 1980 world champion Dickie Knowles because this Phillies team is going to generate they're already averaging 40,000 plus, right?
Yeah.
Well, this summer, you've got Cole Hamels night, you got alumni. This place is going to be crawling with former Phillies back in town because they're going to want a piece of celebrating this. This is big. I mean, to have this many wins this time of year, this is huge.
Best team in baseball right now.
Best team in baseball, and you know what? We've been saying it every night now.
Yeah, it's not been a fluke. It's been for a long time now. We're 50 games into the season right now.
Yep.
Yep. It's a good things.
Real good thing, and the Braves are 6 games below us.
Right.
It's
with
the
a lot of
Clemens factor. Well, I mean, it's Jack. Here's my Clemens point. He should have made the team out of spring training.
Right.
I don't know where they would have fit him in, but he should have made the team out of spring training because he had a great camp. He played really well, and I thought that it was going to take an injury to get him back on the team. But John, since Jack brought it up, I mean, what do you do with him when Trey comes back? I mean, what are the options?
Well, you're going to have some interesting things you're going to do. Either one, maybe to trade Merriweather or Whit Merrifield, I should say.
Yep, him too.
He might be trading him, so we might be without on our cheesesteaks going the second half of the year. And
but do you really? I mean, he just seems like a guy that just needs to get comfortable in Philadelphia.
Well, yeah, and I think he would be a veteran piece, in the playoffs type of thing.
He can play everywhere,
right?
He can play everywhere, so I don't want to give him up. If I'm giving up anybody,
you got to have Pache.
If you're taking somebody off the, out of the dugout, it's got to be Pache, right?
Well, that would be your other option, yeah. But having him,
I don't know.
DFA-ing him and
can you afford to pull an arm out of the bullpen and see how that goes? Because you've got, you're going to be floating some extra arms, with this starting staff.
Well, that's a good point. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there a rule that you have to have 12 or 13 pitchers.
I don't believe so.
Okay, because I mean, if not, that's probably your best option is to have one of the guys out of the bullpen go because look at the starters. They're going 7 innings every night.
Exactly.
They're going long, so you're not going to need that extra guy, and you have Turnbull there as well. So that might be an option because, like I said, you're going to lose Pache if he gets DFA'd because somebody's going to pick him up.
Oh, for sure, because there's a lot of bad baseball teams out there that would just scoop him right up.
Exactly, because I mean, he's doing okay. And he does the job serviceably out there playing defensively. So
you're not releasing him because he's playing bad. You're releasing him because you're
bringing Trey Turner back.
Yeah, I mean, who do you want? You want Turner or you want Pache?
Right.
And
then Clemens gives you that left-handed bat coming, that we don't have off the bench. So we got a little bit too log jammed with the righties there. So Yeah, no, that's a good spot as well. You know, and you know that's part of being what Dave Dombrowski's built here. You know, a deeper team than just a 26-man team. That you're going to have some of these issues at times. Um, you know, it's nice to see them have to worry about that. So, uh,
Definitely a good problem to have.
right.
So at the event that Lauren's at, she just texted me a picture. I wish I could share it. Well, maybe I can. I'm not sure. Can y'all see that? They put that up on the video board.
Dallas sucks. Nice. Beautiful.
Dallas sucks. Fly Eagles fly.
There you go. Beautiful.
I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. We're into let's take a couple minutes to talk about the OTAs going on down in South Philly because apparently your boy Nick Sirianni didn't waste no time, jumped right into the 7-on-7s today.
Yeah. Well, he's changing his tune a little bit, having to go a little bit more harder on the guys. It seems like, you know, and I think some of that had to do with Fangio. He didn't like the softness of some of the ways that people were talking about the you know, Eagles preseason. So you know, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
You know, and then also it was kind of interesting. I don't know if it's bitter talking or what from Miami. You know, complaining about Fangio.
Do you put a lot into that?
No, because it's, you know, he's not there, right? You know,
Right.
and you got a new guy that's there, you know, trying to kiss everybody's ass to make it nice and easy, you know, playing. So I mean, you know, it's easy to take that shot, but you know, who knows though? But
Okay.
you know, it's the new world of sports. You know, the athletes, you can't tell them what to do.
All right. Well, there was no Bradbury today.
No, that
You
was the other thing.
you bringing anything? You reading anything into that?
Um,
But I should be fair because Devontae Smith wasn't there either. So
right.
maybe there were excused absences. You know, maybe, you know, who knows?
Right. Yeah. No, it's true. You don't know. You don't know what the thing is, but I mean, just from the outside, not knowing the, you know, anything, it's a little bit bad look. Even if it may be something innocent, it looks bad just because he's
Day
you know,
one, right?
well,
Day one,
you know,
or
yeah. Well, it's day one. It's also said that, you know, that you know, he's ready, expected to be cut June 1st. You know, so it's kind of one of those things that, you know,
he knows that's coming.
he might know the writing's on the wall, and maybe that's why, but it just looks bad, you know, for right now.
Okay.
But you know, hey, it's Saquon Barkley said everything was going well. You know, the vibes were good going through, you know, the first days. So, you know, I guess when you're coming from the Giants, anything's a good vibe from with the, you know, team that's got the high expectations here. So, yeah, like Sue said, it's he needs to be tougher. So let's hope that he stays with that, because you know, you got to go into Brazil to play the Packers the first week of the season. You know, you got to get out to a fast start. So it's going to be interesting to see what we got going on there. But,
all right.
yeah.
The only other thing that I really wanted to touch base on, you know, a lot of rumors still floating out there about the Sixers and how they're going to try to field a team for next year.
Yeah.
You know, we keep hearing the same three names.
Paul George.
Yeah, Paul George. You know, I don't know.
I don't really, him and LeBron.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I want to go you might need to do one of them, like an older guy. But I don't want to go get some older guys that are already hurting and stuff because.
Well, I mean, the intriguing name that keeps circling back to me would be Bridges if the Nets want to part with him because he's younger and I think he could be a nice piece with Maxey and Embiid.
Yeah, no, that type of player,
I mean?
absolutely. Yeah,
I just don't know what it's going to cost you with the Nets, but they got an awful lot of draft picks.
Yeah, well, there were talks about Siakam as well, possibly. I don't know how you feel about him. And
he's starting to grow a gray beard as well.
Yeah, well, exactly. And Anunoby, is it Anunoby from the Knicks?
Yeah.
Just a couple of guys that they were talking about.
Yeah, I'd like to get that winning pedigree from Bridges.
Yes.
Villanova kid here in Philly. I know we had him here once, but let's bring him back and
for half an hour.
Yeah. Hey, Jack wants to talk Macav Mania.
Yes.
I don't know where did that rumor surface from. Is Russia really going to let him out of his contract? It's what, 2 years?
Yeah, I mean it was that. But what was the rumor I heard the other day was he would come over as long as he's on the first line with the Flyers.
I don't think that would be a problem.
But
I don't think that would be a problem.
Yeah,
because they're already talking about possibly trading Travis Konechny. His coach in Russia started it. Okay, maybe the coach wants to come to Philadelphia too.
Well, there you
go. They're talking Travis Konechny, I guess, a draft night trade. Because I guess they don't want to, maybe Danny doesn't want to extend him and pay him the money that he wants.
Yeah.
So, oh no, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Our winter sports teams have a couple of them have some interesting off seasons coming up.
Well, it seems like we, of late we've been running these gamuts. I mean, let's face it, the Flyers did surprise us. I mean, they got within, they got within a half a minute of making the playoffs in a rebuild year.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, you would hope that with new ownership and front office that hopefully they have a better direction, and Danny Briere and Keith Jones there, being players, they know what it takes to do what they have to do. So
well, we have Jack's attention here. I mean, do you see that he would have a problem making the team, Jack? I mean, he played at a high level at the KHL, league. I think you gotta run with them. So
yeah, I don't think
that would be a problem. I just don't know all of a sudden, where this talk's coming from that they want to release him from his contract, and Russia wants to play nice all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So
true.
I don't know. Do they have any basketball players they want to send over?
we need like 13 of them, so
we need a few.
It'd be nice to have.
We need a few.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting off season for for the Flyers and Sixers. I mean, we said the same thing about the Eagles. It will cost them $400K to get him out of the contract. Well, do we start a GoFundMe page?
I don't know that we need a GoFundMe page. A couple of tickets will take care of that.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't sound like a whole lot. I'm sure Danny Briere would love to have him.
Right. Oh yeah. if he's what he's supposed to be, and could be that 100-point goal that you're hoping for.
This would certainly cover up the whole Cutter
Goudier.
Debacle.
Right.
So, that would be nice. That would be nice. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. No, that would be a nice little addition to the team.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't know. I don't know what else the Flyers have in store this offseason. Maybe Howie can get over there. Are you having a draft party again? Am I? Did I have one last year? Did I miss the draft party?
No. We had. Well, it wasn't so much a draft party, but the draft day when he was drafted, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, right. We
were doing our podcast. It just
we had our show there. Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, that's what, the 26th?
Yep, with Proper. Yep.
Yeah. We'll be there with Brian Prop and a football guy, the New Jersey Magazine / Philadelphia Magazine, Ken Dunnick.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking. We'll be talking hockey, football. We'll be talking a lot of stuff. So yeah, it was with Proper last year. You're right, Jack. It was. Yep. It's all coming back to me now.
There you go.
Yep. It's all coming back to me.
But
yep. So yeah, you have to make plans to come out that night, Jack.
Oh, Jack's already got that written in there. He's already got the doctor's note for that, for sure.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think he brought the family that night.
He did.
Yep.
They walked away with a couple of raffle prizes as well.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. His golf outing was awesome. I see Tony's in the green room, so let's not waste any time with our guest. Let's talk some 93 Phillies.
Absolutely. How we doing, Tony?
Good.
Welcome.
To be here.
Welcome. Pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure, of course.
That's Carl, in case you don't know that need an introduction.
Okay.
Carl with a C. My high school pedigree didn't get me through high school, so that was it. That was it for my baseball career.
I can understand that. I never played high school either.
Yeah, but at least you had a few years in the major leagues. Talk to us a little bit about playing in Philadelphia and what it was like playing before these crazy fans.
It's Philadelphia is one of the best places I ever played, but it can be the worst place you ever played. It can be very bad. In '93, when I got there, because I got caught up towards the end, it wasn't nothing that we pretty much couldn't do wrong. We were the Phillies and we were rolling, so everything was good. But '94, everything that could go wrong went wrong. And it was very ugly. So you got to see some of the booing and some of the rough stuff, but '93 was very beautiful for me, and '95 as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Ricky Batalico talks about that a lot every time those years come up. But the '93 team is, I know you guys, fell short there, but that team is still coveted, like they did win the World Series.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. That's the great thing about the Philly fans, because you would have never known that we didn't win the World Series the way the fans embraces us. It was always a good time, and, they act like we really won the way that they love us and stuff. But we had a bunch of good characters on that team.
Just characters, huh?
I like to say characters, a lot of different personalities, and you know what? And that's what the Philly fans love, because you could actually see yourself in one of the guys that were playing that year.
Absolutely. Yep.
So we were real relatable to the fans, and I think why they embraced us so much.
Yep. When you got a guy like Crucker, out there at first base and, saying that I'm not an athlete. I'm just,
Hey, he could say that, but the way he is basketball, he was a good athlete.
Oh, absolutely. No, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he played with that a lot, though.
Oh, yeah. That was
still to this day.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Good guy, man. Really good guy, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about your coming into the locker room, like you said, a little bit later in the year, and having Darren Dalton as one of your leaders on the team. How does?
Well, the beauty is, I was in spring training with him, so
Right.
you know everybody. You're pretty comfortable with everybody. So when you get called up, especially in a situation where you go into the playoffs, you get there and I'm the quiet guy. I'm the last one called up, the last one that's going to say something, but I'm going to be the first one there every day.
Right.
When you had people like Darren Dalton, that, even Mickey Moore and D, you had good quality guys that kind of say, hey, man, this is how we do it. And they just say, hey, sit down and, watch in a great way, And so you got to watch, and it was, man, I had a great seat, very great seat for that year, just even though we lost, everybody remembered that last World Series game because it was a walk-off homer. It doesn't get no better than that, even though you're on the losing end.
Right.
It's the most memorable thing. Everybody wants to hit the walk-off homer in the World Series. So even though we're on the bad end, it was still beautiful, man. We had, like I said, we had beautiful people, good guys, different characters, but good guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody had each other's backs, and it was, you had what, three platoon situations throughout the year, with
left, right,
and second, right, with more.
Yes, yes, more Demi, and then yes, and then you had Batiste who would come in later,
right, for Hollins. Yep.
Yes, yeah,
but it was. It's definitely a different. You don't see that, a lot. I mean, a little bit now with the Phillies, and with analytics a little bit today, but it's that way. But it's rare. It was rare at that time to have that many, platoons and guys, accepting that role. Like, hey, he's going in and taking my spot basically, for this night.
Very tough situation. I mean, most players are there. They want to play every day, but in order to be fresh for the playoffs, in all honesty, I think you need to pull back some of these games. A lot of people back then, the goal was to play 162, but if you played 162, you wouldn't be ready for the playoffs. Yeah. Or maybe if you play 120 or, up in that area, you'd be ready to roll once the playoffs time. I know everybody's going to be beat up, but you won't be as beat up.
Yeah. Especially playing on that AstroTurf there at the vet.
Yes. Oh, is that what you're calling it?
Well, concrete, right?
How about just colored cement?
Exactly.
Yeah, that turf is it beat up a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Those hot days during the summer. I mean, it's brutal.
Yeah, and people don't know that turf was turf was scorching.
Oh yeah,
you could see the heat coming off of it because, like I said, it was just a little pad with cement underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
And some places you had the padding, some places you didn't. So as the outfielder, you knew where to stand in order to get the real bounces, and you knew how to play it. I learned a lot of that from Lenny. Lenny is a good teammate too. Very knowledgeable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Little different, but very knowledgeable.
Different. I like your choice of words.
Yeah, great teammate. Great. You're talking about teammate, awesome teammate. Hey, I don't know if there's. I've played with some awesome teammates.
Oh, now, we've got a question from one of our listeners. Do you have a favorite moment from the vet?
Oh, my favorite moment was when
they blew it up.
No. You know what? It had a lot of bat to it, but you know what? When we actually went to the World Series and we won it in the vet, we won the National League pennant. That was probably my favorite. I just remember everybody running on the field, and the crowd was so loud.
Yeah, I was there right behind the third base dugout, and
it was like a rock.
Everything was shaking.
Yes, it was truly like a rock concert. It was just so loud, and it was just fun. And the best part was when you left the vet, that even though you didn't leave maybe for an hour or two, but the people that were out there still applauding you.
Right.
That was probably my most special moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that and probably the times you guys spent in the locker rooms after
We spent a lot of time in the locker rooms. But you know what? You got to really know each other. Once the game was over, there was no preparation. So these were just men, just being men and talking about some of the daily things that we had to go through. Because we weren't going into battle no more. This was our downtime. So the relationships you made in that, especially that training room, because it was off limits to the press.
Right.
So you could truly go in that trainer's room and just decompress. And if you wanted to come out and talk to some people, you could. But, I had a great relationship with the reporters off the record. I was more than people. If you want to know something off the record, come talk to me. But on the record, I didn't want that much attention.
Did they respect that?
Huh?
Did they respect you for that?
Yes. Because they would come, to my locker. We would talk, and a lot of them wanted me to talk more on the record. And I said, nah, I just want to be here and be quiet. Be in the backgrounds.
Yeah. I know you mentioned a lot of your teammates. Did you have a favorite teammate? Do you have somebody that you would put your arm around and say, you're going to be my boy?
I had several teammates do that to me when I got there. I had Mariano Duncan. I had Wes Chamberlain.
Okay.
I had Milt Thompson. It was a lot of like big brothers that opened their arms up for me when I got up there.
Nice.
Mariano Duncan, it was like he was my twin brother, because wherever he went, I was going to go.
Gotcha.
And Ricky Jordan, don't forget Ricky Jordan.
I was going to ask you about Ricky Jordan.
Yeah, he's my hometown guy, man. Me and Ricky, we actually still talk to this day, because he's about maybe 20, 30 minutes from me.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We'll meet up for lunch, every so often here.
Nice. Yeah, I have to let him know you're on the show, and we'll get him on the show one of these days.
Yeah, you got to get him on the show.
Do you come back to Philly very often?
I'll come back maybe, to the reunions. I was coming back to the reunions.
Okay.
And then I might sneak in there maybe one or two times, maybe about 3 times every 5 years. I'll sneak in there.
Okay.
You'll be making some extra time this year. get in with this crowd going on,
Man, I think that, what? I love what I see in them.
Yeah.
I have what is that? The tickets, so I'm able to watch a lot of games.
Okay.
Okay.
I love what I see. And I think in order to go, to me, it's about somebody managing the personalities. And like Fergosi was a good manager for the personalities we got. I love their manager for the personalities they got.
Okay.
He does a great job of letting them be them, but being able to, get them all in the same direction, go, So I really like what he's doing there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you do pay attention to them and watch some of the games?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I can't play, but yeah, that's my plan. So I can sit back now and I can critique everything they did wrong, like the people used to do me. I see everything they did wrong.
You learned how to boo a little bit as well from us?
No, I won't boo though. I will not boo, because I know what that's like.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And in Philly, that's probably I never heard anybody boo louder. So no, I don't want to be on that end.
That's a rite of passage, though. For
yes, it is. Yes, if you've never been booed in Philly, then you're nobody. You
That's
are
funny.
literally nobody. If you've never been booed in Philly, then you've probably not been to Philly then and played sports.
Exactly.
That's funny. That's funny. That's good stuff. Did you play, other than baseball, did you play any other sports?
You know, I was, growing up until high school, I played football, baseball, and basketball. But once I got to high school, I had some problems in high school. I'm dyslexic, so I learned differently. And back then, we didn't know what it was. It was just you're different. So I wasn't quite eligible to play the other sports. I played basketball in high school. I got a couple of years of basketball in, but I was never there for my love, and my passion was football.
Okay.
I grew up. My best friend was he was a first round pick in '86 draft. So this is somebody that me and him, we grew up across the street from each other, so we would battle every day. Guy by the name of Kevin Dean, good guy, but he was the one that wanted to play baseball, and I played with him, but I never dreamed of playing professionally. I said, because he was like, he wanted to be a baseball player, and he would ask me. I said, I want to play football. It takes too long in baseball. And look what happens. The same draft, he goes in the first round, I go in the 8th round.
What position you played football?
I was a running back.
Okay.
Running back. I wasn't one of them guys I wasn't going to run over you, but I was going to get away from you. I didn't want to be tackled, so I knew how to get away. I knew, the moves and stuff. I was trying to go forward. I wasn't going to be shaking and moving. We were going forward, whatever we did.
I was thinking wide receiver, but okay, running back.
Ooh, no, because you had to go across the middle back then.
Okay.
And if I'm going to go across the middle, I'm going to be running. I'm not going to be catching that.
There you go.
When you were drafted by the Phillies coming up, where did you play your minor league baseball?
Well, originally I was drafted by the Pirates in '86.
Okay.
So I started off in the Gulf Coast League in '86. 86 and '87. I was in the South Atlantic League. '88, I was in the AA and in the what is that? The Eastern League.
The Eastern, yep.
Then I ran into a couple of injuries that kind of set me back. So I got to AAA. That was in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. So with the Phillies, and then I played in Reading with the Phillies.
Yeah, that was in the Eastern League.
Yeah, I played in. That's funny. I played with the Pirates in the Eastern League, which was Harrisburg.
Okay.
And then I played with the Phillies, which was Reading.
And they played each other.
Yes. Very unique.
Yeah.
So
go ahead, sorry. John.
How was that experience playing through Reading? Because we have a lot of connections there with Reading as well.
Man, you know what? It was beautiful. I love playing in Reading. Reading was such a beautiful place. And then the way it was back then is you kind of had to go through the fans. So you always had interaction. Right. And to me, interaction is big no matter what sport it is. Because I might not see the person, but I want to inspire somebody. I want someone to look at me and say, I can do that, or I can be there. So being able to have interaction has always been very important for me.
Oh, very cool.
Nice. Yeah, they changed that all up this year in Reading because they built a new addition and they have to come in out in right field now, so they don't have that.
Oh.
They don't have that interaction anymore. I mean, they do a little bit because the guys still have to come out of the dugout and the hitting cages aren't finished yet, so they still walk through the plaza a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, the fans I think are missing that the most.
Yes.
Because like I said, but they got it. They got brand new facilities. Boy, you should state of the art everything.
I would love to, go back there and look at it.
Oh, that's why I say if you come to town, try to grab an extra day, and John and I,
Yep.
we'll take you around.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's one
we'd
place I
we'd-
would love to go back to. It was such a beautiful place.
Yeah,
you should
for
see
sure.
it now. It's totally different. Last year they were still doing construction, but I threw out a first pitch there, and center field now it's this huge facility. So it closes it off up there, and that's where the locker rooms are, and like a wedding banquet area
An
up
event
above
center.
it,
Yeah.
event center above it, and
Yep.
it really is. It's really impressive looking when you see it. Not that it wasn't a bad ballpark to begin with, but I mean,
Correct.
it just makes it more professional.
Yeah, very.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like okay, you're almost it was not a high school field, but I mean it was big, open,
Right.
Type of thing. But now it's really impressive, and the guys are liking the locker rooms a little bit. They get a little bit more space.
Oh yeah, you get a lot more space than the lockers we had.
Yeah, for sure. Are you coming in for alumni weekend this year by any chance?
No, I'm not gonna make it this year. I won't be able to make it this year. I was planning on probably making it next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna stay in touch with you because we're gonna be your escort around Philadelphia
Please.
and out to Reading. So
Please, I want to get out. Yeah, I would love to get out to Reading because they're no longer in Scranton, correct? That's the Yankees, right?
yes.
Correct. They're in
Yes.
Lehigh now.
Yep.
Now, where's Lehigh?
Allentown area.
Yeah,
Okay.
Allentown, Bethlehem.
Okay. All
Yes.
right.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think you've been probably to Todd's house a few times. Todd Schaefer's.
Okay.
It's up in that area.
Now, how is their facility compared to that one in Scranton?
I think Redding's made them not as nice, but they're in Lehigh.
Yeah.
Got
What Reading just did is man, wow,
They're
state
top
of the
notch.
art.
Yeah.
So
State
it's
of
going
the
to be
art.
hard to top Reading. So you'd rather play in Double A than Triple. Call me up from Double A.
Right.
Well, that's what just happened with a couple of the Phillies. Johan Rojas was in Double A and got the call up. So,
Ryan Kirkland, he had a little stint there.
Yeah, what was he there, a week in Triple A?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. He's a pitcher.
Double A seems to be the prospect. It's a little bit different now. Carl and I have been talking about it for a few years now. It's like it's not a 26-man roster anymore. It's more like a 40. Your 40-man roster. Is between major league level and Triple A level. With players and your prospects come up and
Right.
if you're coming, if you as a prospect are going to Triple A, you're probably not making it. Type of thing. Like if you're good enough, you're coming right from Double A, anymore as a prospect, type of thing. And because you have your veterans that are hanging on down in Triple A that are ready for an injury or whatever, and if you need to, or some extra arms type of thing down in Triple A, type that you might need. So it's a little bit different than when you had played as far as
a lot different. The
way the teams are built. Yeah.
So
Do you
AAA is more of a
remember?
holding spot.
Do you remember the name Greg Edge?
Yeah.
He works out there for the Reading Fighting Phils.
He's a Sacramento guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Greg.
Yep. He works for the Reading Fighting Phils. He's been out there a while now.
Wow.
Yeah, he has a baseball camp along with who does he partner with, John? Steve Jeltz?
I think it was with Jeltz, yeah.
Okay, Jeltz. Yeah, me and Jeltz, we talk probably once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edge is still trying to pull on over on the guys when they come up, and when he's working there, you'll pull out a bat and show them how to do it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And they're like, "Whoa, wait!"
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both those guys are good people. We worked. John and I work with Edger and Jeltz at the store. Good guys. Good,
Yeah.
like yourself. You've been around baseball your whole life. You grew up playing it, and you still talk to a lot of these guys all the time, and they're lifetime friends, right?
Right. For me, they are. It's like the relationships are going forever. I mean, me and Wes, we talk a lot of. Some of the guys I still talk, not all of them, but some of them I do. We talk.
Yeah, nice. That's
We check
awesome.
in.
That's good to
Well,
hear.
you got to check in on each other. We're at the age where we're losing a lot of people, so make sure
Yep.
you check in with them, say hello. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Good.
it's true.
Good family values there.
That's all we have is family.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
For sure.
important.
Hey, how about before we let you go? How about a good Jim Fregosi story? Because I know he was well loved by you guys, but he could be a little fiery SOB.
You know what's funny? I don't necessarily have a good story, but I joined the team in '93, and Jim Fregosi didn't talk to me until I started playing well in '95.
That's a good story.
Man, he would look at me and shake his head and like, okay. But it was until you do something, I'm not going to talk to you. Another guy from the Bay, San Francisco guy. Yeah, he talked when I was coming up, when I was on the roster and when I was younger, great conversations. But when I got right there, it's like, okay, what are you going to
do? Show it now.
Yeah. Love you, know. Great guy, man.
Sounds like Jim Fregosi.
Yeah, great guy. Lee Thomas, all of them, man.
You guys also had a couple other coaches there when Vukovic and Larry Boa.
Yes. Like I said, Sacramento guys.
Right.
Vukovic and Boa. Oh, man. We had a great coaching staff. Probably one of the best ones. I can't remember. For me, it was one of the best ones. I love Minky, our bullpen coach. What was his name? No, not Dennis Minky. Dennis Minky was a hitting coach. What was Irish?
Yeah, Mike Ryan.
Irish Mike Ryan.
Yeah. Great. It was just, people
baseball
don't talk.
Lifers.
Good guy, man.
Yeah.
Good guy. Didn't say much, but he wasn't about that business.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great.
Johnny, you got anything else for our guests? This is great baseball talk. Thanks for giving us some time, Tony. We really appreciate this.
Man, thank you guys for having me, man. I'd love to join you anytime you want me again.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Which team do you like? Well, obviously you played with the '93 team, but who do you think's better, '93 or this current team? Both teams got off to a good start. The same.
No, because we got different times. Like now, you could just swing for the fence. So I like the old team. If you're just gonna tell Pete, hey man, strike out as much as you want, but hit as many home runs. I'm gonna go with Pete a lot.
Oh yeah, no.
If you cut them guys loose and you say, hey, I don't care if you strike out, but I think we had some good guys. We had some strong guys. Dave Hollins was on that.
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, he was strong, too. So I like our chances.
Yep.
I like our chances. Ricky Jordan and Kruk over there, let's swing.
Oh, yeah. No.
We were more into the average. Back then, we thought, hey, you hit for a low average, you won't be here long.
Right. Well, that's what I wonder how guys like you said, Dykstra and Krucker and all those guys and Dutch, how they would feel playing in today's baseball. It's like, it's tough.
Yes. It's very tough. It's tough. It's different. It's different, I would say. But if you gave them the freedom and you said, go hit home runs, I think you would have seen a lot of different numbers. But with us, average, you got to have average because we won't cut them home runs down and hit 250.
Mm-hmm.
But under 220, you get to 200. We weren't doing that. Back then, I don't think you can really pull up a record of guys hitting 200 and having a major league season.
Right. No,
You
exactly.
didn't have a full season. You might have had half. That triple, you hit the other 200 in AAA, but you didn't stay in the major leagues the whole year.
Yeah, no, it's true. You know, and some of those guys are making big money now. You know,
Oh,
batting under 200. You know, it's crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, you know what though? I'm glad that the game has evolved to where they're taking care of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see it in the other sports. You see the guys in the football and the basketball making money. So I'm glad to see the baseball. You're getting that money there too.
Right.
So even though I couldn't make it, I'm proud of the guys that make it now, and I'm happy for them.
Exactly. Yep.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, Johnny, we're going to let Tony go.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tony.
All right.
Really appreciated it. You made our night.
Thank you.
Thank you,
man. I look forward to talking to you guys again.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Be well.
All right. Bye-bye.
Be well. That was that's good stuff.
Yes, it is.
It's good stuff. You
Yeah.
know, playing on that playing on that team and, just taking it all in. I'm sure he's got some great stories that he couldn't share.
Right. Exactly. Oh yeah. Yep.
You
Those locker room moments are special.
Yeah.
Between those guys and
Every now and again, when them boys get together for the the Darren Dalton Foundation and stuff like that, and they start pounding a few beverages, the stories start to come out.
oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, glad we were able to pull that one off, John. That's kudos to you for that contact. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
Good
he was
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Tyler O'Brien, hi, Dad. Has our page been hacked?
I think it might be.
I think our page was hacked.
I think he wants me to bring something home for dinner or something. I guess. Wants to make sure I'm still on the show and then
Right.
wait for the show to be over.
Right.
Because of course he's not here to listening because his mom's kicking his ass like she's kicking everybody's ass in the fantasy baseball. But you know
what? That's awesome because I've said it a few times during our fantasy football. Them ladies were they were pounding us.
Oh yeah.
They were pounding us, all them ladies.
Oh yeah.
We don't. Maybe we don't give them. Maybe we don't give them enough credit.
Yeah, they played dumb.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
Just to get us all off our game, and
I'm not going there. Sue's listening to every word. I'm not going there.
Yeah, Jen's not here to throw a shoe at me like.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been it was good talking to Tony, and he's coaching now, as well, and he at his high school, so he got into the Hall of Fame at his high school, and
yeah, I wish I'm sure we missed a few things, but we need to have him back on again.
Absolutely, yeah,
we need to have him back on. Maybe we can get one of his teammates. I can get Edge or Steve Jeltz or maybe Ricky Jordan or one of those guys to join us, and we can get a real good round table going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was good.
Awesome. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, he's coaching and one slugger from Anaheim, the lefty. He was telling me earlier when we were talking what he coached him in high school, and he's up at the pros.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's played a few years now. Forget his name offhand. Of course, with my brain right at this moment, I can't remember. But
well, did you see the question from Tyler?
Yeah,
he wants to know about the Phillies' easy schedule.
Yeah, well, he doesn't think so. He doesn't think that's the reason why.
Okay,
that was what he. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Yeah,
I see that, but you still got to play 162 games.
I mean, how many? We talk about all the time. How many times in the past few years, that we've lost these games?
Oh, well, we would have been 10 games out a couple of years ago.
I mean, just look at we had 6 sweeps this year.
Yep.
So far.
Yep.
in past years, it's most likely six extra losses we would have because we would win 2 out of 3 in those games. So
he wants to know if they're the most likable Phillies for us. Likable, yes. Approachable, no.
Right. Well, Ryan Kirkland, we've had our we're getting.
Well, I shouldn't throw them all. I'm not throwing them all under the bus.
No, but yeah, we're getting our feet in there.
Yeah.
Matt Strom and Sir Anthony and Orion, they got some good guys in there, and and others as well.
Well, we had the coaches, we had Dusty, we had Kevin Long,
right?
Yeah. So
got a home run.
Woo, JT.
Phillies are up. She's back running her lips again.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, Carl. That's what he says. He wants dinner. He wouldn't mind dinner.
No doubt. No doubt.
So
all right, Johnny. We didn't have our 2 executives, but we had fun.
Absolutely.
We had fun. We pulled it off. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We had fun talking with our guests. We're gonna do more of this, on our off weeks. We enjoy bringing other people on. So Phillies are now up 3-2. So Johnny, you can get out of there and go home and catch a few innings.
Yep.
Don't forget dinner.
Record set in win tonight if they get this win. So
when they get this win.
Yep, exactly. So all good.
Yeah. So next week, if you guys are in the area, come out and join us, Buffalo Wild Wings. How about this, Johnny? How about bring Tyler? All you can eat wings, $20.
I know.
Wings and fries, all you can eat, $20.
Yeah. Well, he's not as much a boneless wing guy though. That's the problem.
Oh.
Me on the other hand, give me all the boneless wings you can give me because there's more meat in the boneless wings than the bone-in wings.
Well, that's the deal out at Buffalo on Mondays and Wednesdays. So,
it's a This Fan's View special, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to rename it. Hey, you know what? New Heights ain't the only podcast in town. This Fan's View. Let's go, Sports Bar.
New Heights isn't in Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right?
Just saying.
All right. It's a deal. It's a deal, Tyler. $20?
Yeah.
All right. Johnny, have a great night. Thanks again. Thanks, everybody, for joining, and we'll catch you down the road.
Absolutely.
Go Phils.
Go Phils.